Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today, like I said last week, I'm going to be talking about the 5 biggest lessons I've learned so far in nursing school. So number 1, a nursing assistant or like a CNA can be called like so many different things. They can be called a PCA, a PCT, clinical assistant, clinical care technician. It all means the same thing. It's just a nursing assistant. One of the biggest lessons I've learned just from talking to other people who have been through it is that a PCA job on a certain unit does not guarantee you a job there as a nurse. Obviously, all jobs come down to the need and like how many people they need to hire at the time. And there's this big misconception that if you have a PCA, nursing assistant, whatever job on a certain unit, that you're definitely going to be hired there after you graduate and they're going to hire you as a nurse. And that's not always the case. Yes, it can be helpful, and the benefits of being a PCA in nursing school are so amazing. It's so worth it, but don't expect that if you put in all this time, like hard work, time, and dedication to this floor as a nursing assistant, that they're going to hire you right away after graduation, because it's not always the case. So I hate to see people slaving away during nursing school when they should be focusing on their studies. I hate to see them putting in all their time and effort into a PCA job that kicks the poop out of them, and they're tired at school all the time and not putting their best foot forward in school, which they're like paying for. So it's a waste of money. It's not really guaranteeing you anything, but it definitely is a good experience, so I highly recommend that. Number 2 is that you don't have to study 24/7 to get good grades. I know the cliche quote, probably you've heard it a million times, but work smarter, not harder. It's 100% true. You should definitely also work hard, but I'm just saying, like, I always feel the pressure to study every single second I have free before an exam. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to do better than someone else that studied like 5 minutes. Everyone needs different amounts of study time. Everyone studies differently and has different methods. So don't put all this pressure on yourself that you need to study every single second. Because some of the times that I really, not crammed, but like waited a couple days before the exam and sat down and said I'm going to study for 3 hours today and 3 hours tomorrow and then 2 hours the next day, like those were the times where I did a lot better than if I studied all weekend long and like wore myself out and the information was just like going in one ear and out the other. So definitely work harder, not smarter. Nope. Work smarter, not harder. Number 3 is don't procrastinate. I am the biggest culprit of this ever, literally. But I heard one time that it's a sign of perfectionism, and I definitely would consider myself a perfectionist. It just, like, if you're a perfectionist, you can relate. You like want to put things off till the last second so that you know that you had all the possible information and like you prepped as much as you could have before actually doing the thing. But in the end, procrastination is never a good thing, really. It definitely increases your stress levels, and I am going to make a video about the toxic effects of stress on the body because I really refer to that a lot because it's something that really has stuck with me, because people always talk about stress and how bad it is for you, but it literally can cause so many chronic diseases. It's terrible. My advice in regards to procrastination is definitely just to get assignments done ahead of time. Everyone says that, I know, but seriously, even if it's just like having all your work done a day in advance, it's more helpful. I know freshman and sophomore year, I definitely did this a lot. I would wait and I would do homework the day of, or assignments the day of. So say I had something due at 3 p.m., I would like go to the library that day and do the assignment. But even if you just do something the day before it's due, it makes a huge difference. If you can, try to do things like a week in advance. That way, say you have a test next week and your friends are going out this weekend, you can still go because you know that you had you've already started to study, you already have all your assignments done, so you can study the beginning of the next week for the test. The 4th lesson I've learned in nursing school so far is not to compare yourself to others. This is huge because, like I said before, everyone has different ways that they study best. Everyone has to study for different amounts of time. So it's just not really productive because you're going to get in your own head if you're constantly saying, this person is studying like all night long for this exam and I only studied for a couple hours. It goes back to that whole work smarter, not harder thing. Do what's best for you. Also, something that really helped me once I realized it was that everyone prioritizes things differently. Some people think that banging out assignments, getting them all done as soon as possible is more important, but another person might think that taking your time and going like slowly but surely is better and like more important. So it really comes down to like how you work, prioritization like in your personal life too, whether you would put off a doctor's appointment to take a test on time instead of, if let's say your doctor only had this time slot but you had an exam. People prioritize their health, their family, their relationships, their friendships, their social life in general. Everyone prioritizes those things differently. So if you compare to other people, especially in nursing school because of how hard and competitive it is, it's not good. Don't do it. Finally, my fifth and final lesson that I've learned so far in nursing school is that it literally flies by. I feel like I blinked, and just yesterday I graduated high school, let alone started nursing school. Took all these nursing classes, was in all these nursing clinicals in all these amazing hospitals. It went by so fast. I can't believe that I'm gonna be a senior in the fall. That is insane to me. Soak in every single minute. Soak in all those girlfriend study dates, all those times you went out for coffee with your friends and just chatted about how hard the exam you just took was. Soak in everything. I think this goes for all college students, just that how fast it goes by. The workload in nursing school and you're with the same people day in and day out, it goes by so fast. So those are the 5 lessons that I've learned so far in nursing school. They're pretty big ones, and it did take me this long to be able to realize all those things. So I hope that this video helps you if you are in nursing school or going into nursing school. I hope that you take these things into consideration, and I definitely still have a lot to learn next year. Next year's like the biggest year, so I'll probably have 5 more for next summer when I'm a BSN RN. I hope you enjoyed this video and took something from it. Leave me a comment telling me what else you want to see, whether it's nursing school or lifestyle content, just anything. I love making videos and editing them. I found it so fun lately. So yeah, leave me a comment and give this video a thumbs up. And then make sure you're subscribed because I'm trying to upload like 1 to 2 times a week. That's my goal right now. Maybe it'll be more, maybe it'll be less, but